I'm Dale.
I'm Crystal.
That's Crystal. And we just taught Make Your Weaves Fabulous. Weaves are one of the basic building blocks of Poi, and what we covered in the class are variations to weaves. But one of the really important things about your weaves is don't just execute them, perform them, and really think about your audience and how you're facing your audience. So a weave is naturally a profile move. The move is about making circles that change sides on your body. And a weave makes sense in profile. If you do a weave facing your audience, it makes Crystal sad. And the move really doesn't read if you do it facing. So a weave is a profile move, but there are things that change this, like a lockout. A lockout changes a weave briefly from a profile move to a facing move. So this is an opportunity for eye contact, which is so important to connect you to your audience. If you stare at your audience continuously, it's going to be weird. But if you don't ever look at your audience, you'll be completely disconnected. Are you even doing a show? Hello? So you want to think about getting connected to your audience. And a lockout, for example, when you change from a profile move to a facing move, is a great opportunity. So what are you going to do with that eye contact? Are you going to smile? Are you going to make it sexy? Are you going to make it silly? What are you going to do in that moment, which is all based on your performing personality? So we always want to think when we're practicing about the audience that's going to be there and how we face them, how we approach them, when we look at them, when we turn away from them. You can do a windmill facing your audience, or you can do a windmill facing away from your audience, which can be very dramatic, especially if you do windmill extensions, which are big moves, but you can't see Crystal's face now, so it really focuses your attention on the move and some of her very nice assets. So let me now just recap all the moves that we covered in Make Your Weaves Fabulous, and I'm going to do it with kites because kites are extra fabulous. We started with the 3D weave and we extended it, and then we locked it out. But we learned different kinds of lockouts. If we do a lockout this way and then this way, we turn our weave lockouts into weave flowers. We can also isolate our lockouts, which is a great opportunity to go from fast to slow and from big to small, which are very dramatic crowd pleaser moves. We then went into an archer weave by just sliding one arm down the body and stiffening the other one out, picking a point on the horizon to keep my stiff arm aimed at. And you want to make sure you hit these points over your shoulder and under your arm. You can turn through these. This is an archer fountain. It has 6 points that you have to hit over the shoulder, under the armpit, down, armpit, shoulder, up. 6 points in an archer fountain. We worked on our reverse weave, and then we learned how to turn through our weaves. And to turn through your weave, at the moment when your hands are both on the same side of your body, you just turn through the weave. So at the same point you would do a lockout is where you do a turn. We changed our turns into pivots by planting our feet and going into a facing posture. I'm doing a profile move, but my body has a facing pose, facing my audience. So these are just basic pivots. And as I slowly vary these from low to high, I'm working my way into a fountain. And the higher and lower you can make your fountain, the more dramatic it becomes. And here's back into that fun archer fountain. We also covered windmills and windmill extensions with lockouts. And we showed how you can use an extension to go into a pirouette, all of which are in the split time together family of moves. And that's Make Your Weaves Fabulous. Bye, Wildfire.